be up and running in just a second. You know, we used to look more professional.
Did we?
And we had like a little start screen when we did this.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. It just seemed weird. I mean, I don't know. Maybe
You mean for the YouTube?
Yeah, because it was just like a start screen. You know, I've got the button where you hit it. It's just, I don't know. It seems like it's better to chat. So I think tonight we'll be able to get the comments from YouTube as well.
Yep.
Oh, Jackie's on it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty awesome. But okay, we're all ready to go, guys. So we're gonna start here in just about 10 seconds. Can't get rid of us.
Hey.
We're like a bad penny. We keep turning up every Tuesday. But I'm excited tonight, though. I posted a picture on the socials of a drawing that I was working on, but even though it was the drawing of the thing that I'm working on, it looked completely different because it was an inverted drawing. So like the dark parts that the parts that you looked at in the drawing that were dark, in the actual painting, they're not dark at all. They're the complete opposite, and there's lots of color and stuff. So I thought it would be kind of a fun one to post that painting or that picture. And I didn't mention it, of course. But, you know, it's the one. It's a social media post where it looks like I'm pointing at a ballerina, and he said I'm not pointing at a ballerina. I'm just holding my spot because I had the overhead cam. Let's take a picture. But anyway, glad to be here, guys.
Yeah, I'm digging these ballerina painting. Well, this is the second.
Yeah.
And I feel like you should do some sort of ode to Degas ballerina series. Yeah.
You
think you'd get sick of it fast?
No, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do an ode to Degas though.
Okay.
Just because he did ballerina paintings, I mean, you know,
well,
other people do them too, and they weren't looking through keyholes and whatnot.
They weren't perverts.
No, they probably were, but they weren't looking to get through keyholes. I don't
alarming.
Know. Who knows? I don't know. But
well, Kylie Sykes joins us and says, "Hey guys, hey, thanks for joining us."
Hey Kylie, good to see you. And tonight we're bringing the color because we're taking that weird inverted drawing that I did and I'm putting more color on it. I put some color on it today, completely changed everything. So Jackie, how are you doing?
Good.
Are you?
Well,
It sounds like you're not sure.
No, I'm just sharing everything across.
Who, me?
Across the socials. So, come back around.
Okay. We'll circle back around to you. So yeah, we're just so everything's just getting shared. It's kind of weird, like with the having the stream going on multiple channels because, you know, you don't get like a hard start or anything. Like we started on YouTube, and then we start the first Facebook thing, and then we share it. So, you know, it takes a while.
It's a process.
Is it all up now?
Yeah. And
welcome everyone.
Ron joins us and says, "Hi guys."
Well, hey Ron.
Hey.
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for tuning in.
You know, I was saying a little bit ago that I'm really looking forward to the painting that I'm working on tonight. It's of another ballerina. It's my second one that I've done. And it's sort of inspired by the first one, and the first one was inspired by, it's by a speech that I was giving. And I was talking about chiaroscuro and all this stuff, and about how that can have a lot of meaning for you, about, you know, the darkness in your life actually pushing you to good things and pushing you towards the light. But the fun thing about this drawing is that I posted the drawing on Instagram and Facebook a couple days ago, I think, and but it was an inverted drawing, so all the white parts were dark, and that's because I wanted to go back with this technique, and I'll show you in a second. But so the drawing that I put on there is a ballerina, but it probably looked a little bit more like a maid because of it's all inverted. It looked like she's probably wearing a skirt, like a apron sort of thing. But that's so I can come back and do this different technique and put all this color and stuff. So that's what we're doing tonight. And we're going to play some trivia, I think.
Yes.
That's
General trivia. Yep.
All about generals, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I happen to be the modern marvel of a major modern general.
Nice.
Anyway, yes.
So last time you did this painting,
I was just saying, musical theater really captures the soul of the human spirit and expresses our wants and needs. Anyway, I'm sorry. Yes.
so I thought it was interesting last time you did this, so you did a painting similar to this like a month ago for Lighthouse for the Blind, for a keynote talk. You were painting it, but it was similar. It was more like a ballerina kneeling down and tying her shoes or something.
What she was doing, I forget what it was called. I don't know, plie or something. But it's a move like where you're going down.
Okay, fancy.
And this one's more of
a
I don't know what it's called.
Flight of the Swan.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it was funny because on the last one you had a completely black background, and then you added the colors. And on this one, when you were telling me about it, you said you weren't gonna add the black behind the colors, and I was like, cool. Didn't think much about it. And then I looked at it earlier, and I was like, wow, that does make a difference. They seem way brighter than that other painting.
You know what would have been smart and clever is if I had grabbed a photo of the old one.
Well,
to share tonight.
Oh, the one that was that you posted on social?
Yeah, it's on socials, but yeah, just to be able to share it.
Yeah.
But so let me talk real quick. Let me show you guys real quick. I have photos that I took while I was working on this. So this is what I posted the other day, ish. This is like the roughed out drawing. So it's it probably looks like a maid sauntering through. I don't have a maid, but if I had a maid, this is how I imagine that she would go about her daily work.
You would make her wear this outfit?
Well, they all wear that outfit, right?
They all wear that outfit.
I mean,
you can picture that in your head as she, not me, is cleaning the house.
Yeah. But I'm sure they saunter. Happy.
She can wear anything she wants if she comes and cleans my house.
But the thing with this drawing though is it looks like a line drawing, which it is, but all of the dark in there is not going to be dark. It's going to be light, and all of the white, the empty canvas around it, I'm going to go back in and paint black. And like Jackie was just saying, a painting that I did that was similar to this last time, I went ahead and made the whole background black because I knew I wanted the background to be black. But this time I thought, I want to do something completely different, because the problem with going in and putting a dark color in your whole background is that it's hard to lighten it up. You can always overpaint it, but white. But I thought, it'd be interesting to do it this other way. That would be more light and airy and stuff. So instead, I drew it opposite of the way it was going to be, so that I could change it later. Crazy, but
You are crazy.
Yeah.
Well, Barbara Brands joins us, says, hi, kids. I've been looking forward to spending time with you guys all day. By the way, in COVID news, if anybody wants to adopt me, I am housebroken and have all my shots. Yay!
That's awesome.
And my mom joins us and says, hey, guys, love you.
Hey, love you back. And
I know we're scheduled to get our second shot Thursday, and it was kind of a fluke that both of us got called in on the same day because it's a complete lottery situation.
Yeah, we're only like an hour apart.
Yeah. So which works out because either way I was driving. So so now we both get poked, and we both cross our fingers that we don't get sick together.
Yeah, and it'll work out really nicely too, because at the end of the month I have an art talk to give for the Kimball Museum.
No, Eamon Carter.
Eamon Carter. I'm sorry, Eamon Carter. What did I say, Kimball?
Because you crazy. I
guess I'm crazy because I knew I've been reading stuff about Eamon Carter, and I don't know what. Anyway, Eamon Carter. My head is so full of holes, it's scary sometimes. But Eamon Carter at the end of the month, so that'll be nice. But that'll be a virtual talk. But still, but we're also doing an art show live. I mean, like in person. But it's for an art festival. But the art festival is taking full precautions and everything. It's just like a store. Like it's much less artists. Everything is spaced out. Everybody's wearing masks. Like it's a very different kind of art festival than has ever been done.
Yeah, I'm super thrilled that we'll both be.
Yeah,
and all clear for that.
Yeah, and we'll have had our shots for like several weeks or something before that, and that's all great. But but it'll be nice. I don't know like if there'll be crowds or anything like that. I don't think there will be, and I think all of that is being controlled as well. But it'll be nice just to get a semblance of what it used to be. Semblance. So we're being very careful with it all. We're not just being like willy-nilly saying, oh, we're going to go out and show art and blah, blah, blah. And because we haven't done it all the way up until now, and we're doing it here because it seems like they're really doing it in a smart kind of way, where there shouldn't be any risks more than going to like a grocery store or something. So yeah, and we're gonna be smart about it too.
Brian I have to say this is so funny.
Mm-hmm.
Brian just texted me separate of the feed. I'm assuming he's watching because he said he said, "Man, I've been watching Mr. T videos all day. Weird." Because I'm wearing my Mr. T shirt.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
I was wondering how it had something to do with like you knew he was watching because of this. I thought, well, Mr. T, did he have a maid? Was he a ballerina or something? Like go for training?
No, I'm wearing my hashtag curling is cool, fool.
Oh, there you go.
T-shirt,
Curling is cool, fool. Oh, so look here. Okay, so everybody get the idea of this image, and if you're visually impaired, it's basically a black and white drawing of a ballerina, sort of sauntering, and there's a ring around her feet, but that's where the spotlight is going to be coming down because its whole idea is chiaroscuro, which if you're not familiar with chiaroscuro, it's like an actor on stage with a single spotlight coming down. You got that bright light, darkness all around. So this is where I'm putting in the chiaroscuro. Now, one thing about what you're going to see is a whole bunch of darkness and blackness, and you're going to see that white circle I was just mentioning. You might see some little highlights from the raised drawing that I did.
Yeah, I was gonna say the minute you just threw this image up, I was like, it's silly because for a sighted artist, it's like, what?
Oh,
why? But you can see the raised line. Like you can in the image, you can see where the raised line is.
Oh, cool. So so this whole image you can touch. Like it's very raised. So every line that you see here is really raised. It's a nice thick drawing, and that's why when it's black on black and everything, it doesn't matter. You can feel everything. You don't need to be able to see it. It doesn't have to be this thick to feel it, as long as it feels a little bit different. But I wanted to do a technique. That's why I wanted the extra thickness. But now you can start getting the idea of the chiaroscuro, and you can also see why I left parts of the canvas there white, because whenever the color goes over it, it's going to make the color there much brighter. It's going to be almost like lights are coming down, or it's like smoke or something. So it's going to be a lot different. So let me see. Okay, so now this one is the stage right before I started putting the color, where I'm gonna go to the real live painting and stuff. But this is where I went in and I flipped that whole image that I drew earlier. And I know it seems like a crazy thing, like you draw it one color and then you just go back and draw it another, but there was a reason, and that's because with that black paint, it left little ridges and divots. It was not like a perfectly smooth surface. It made it where the entire surface is a little not bumpy, but it's undulating a little bit and different. And I wanted that because as I put the brush over it, I just put a little bit of paint on a dry brush, and I was able to go in and work on the lines, and that gives it sort of a shadowy sort of effect, where the light's coming in. And so that's why I wanted that. Okay, so white, black, white and black. And now, dun 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 dun. Without further ado, our messy studio, and this is where I'm putting the color in. So this is just the next stage. So there's going to have to be a lot of tightening up. Like this painting is not done, but you can start really to get the idea, I think, of where it is it's heading. Because now we have all this bright color that's emotion, it's feeling, it's coming down. You have the darkness that's around it to still give a chiaroscuro effect, and I can always push that darkness further up. I can, you can make it go wherever you want, and this is kind of a fun painting, I think, to work on too. If you're not, if you're not really sure about painting, if you're not sure, about doing different things, you want to keep it a little loose. Something like this is really nice because most of the painting is very loose, and you got the realistic figure to really kind of nail it all down and let you know what's going on. With the idea of this, though, it's a chiaroscuro painting, and like I mentioned, it's like an actor on the stage. But if you think of the paintings of like Caravaggio, very, very chiaroscuro, almost all of his paintings, it's great, like for a melodramatic actor, chiaroscuro is right at their alley. So like in Caravaggio's paintings, it'll have a protagonist, and maybe they're on the bottom of the canvas, and they're looking up. And the light's coming down. And
they're being murdered.
Yeah, they're being murdered. It's all dramatic, or it's a religious painting, and they're in awe, or something crazy's happening, and they're like, and the light's coming. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place, but
Dramatic.
yeah, very, very, very dramatic. It makes it intense, and that's kind of nice because if you think about this with the darkness and the light, it probably has a certain amount of intensity that just that black and white drawing didn't have, and that's the effect of the chiaroscuro. And of course, color can bring emotion. So that picture where it had the chiaroscuro but it didn't have the color, you can start seeing how all these different elements of art are working together. You've got the direction of the light coming in. You're starting to be able to see like a shadow. So the light's coming straight down. You know where the light's coming from. It's hitting her. It's hitting all this, but it's making a harsh darkness of the skin. It's a very black and white sort of feel, which gives dramatic sort of effect. But then all the color, it mollifies that in a way, but I don't think it reduces it, but it just sends it off in a certain direction. So anyway, I've talked a lot. I've said a lot of words. We're 15 minutes in. I've probably said 2,000 words.
Well, it wouldn't be like every other show if it was different.
It's true. It was like jabber, 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 jabber.
Well, Kim Tyler joins us and says, "Hi there. Hello. Thanks for joining us."
Hey.
So what's your next step with this? Like what? And I should say that the lighting you have behind you is really bright because of the cameras that we use, for everything. So it is not that the painting is blown out a little bit, but it is a bit more dramatic in natural lighting.
Oh yeah. So I don't know if I tilt
yeah,
does that make a difference?
You can kind of see the difference a little bit.
Yeah. So that's
But
that's what I'm going to put on my Christmas list, like a better understanding of lighting and cameras for these streams, because
like a microchip inserted into your head gift.
I don't know, or
something.
Skillshare's a thing. Maybe
we have Skillshare.
I know. Maybe you could take a
wait. I have to do this.
I was hoping that would sort of sneak by.
Oh, okay. Your gift, your Christmas list is for me to learn.
Yeah, it's my Christmas list. Who's your Christmas
for
list?
Me
you probably want me to learn.
Know how to do something. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so what else? What else do you have to do to this painting? Like, what else?
Well, I need to unlock the genius of the canvas.
Unlock,
that's all.
Please.
Now, like the face here, I'm not happy with the face, and so, but that's something that just takes a little bit of time because there's
She's got a handlebar mustache. I like it.
Yeah. Well, there's so little. Something like this, it's almost harder to do something with fewer lines to it, or fewer with just less there. It's almost like a poem.
It's got to be perfect.
The shorter the poem, the more weight every word has on it. So with a face like this, there's going to be like one little line that's going to suggest where the eyes are, one little line to suggest where the nose is coming in, and then the whole cheek structure and the mouth coming in. There's only going to be like about 3 lines that I think I'm going to put in there, maybe 4.
Nice.
So, and that's the entire face. But if you do it right, in a person's mind, they should put together the entire face because people know what that harsh lighting and all that does and looks like. So whenever they look at it, they're not saying, "Oh, there's an eye line or there's a nose dot or something." They're thinking, the harsh lighting.
So you have more of the face to work on. That's
the face and everything really. Well, like in the body, I want to put in some subtle details, but I don't want it to be overly I don't want to put any more than I have to.
Cool.
The whole background color, it just needs to be crisped up. I need to have the bright color and then I need to put some darkness over some of the color down here with the lights coming in. I was debating whether or not to put like some color in this. The last time that I did a ballerina like this with that sort of dramatic lighting effect, the silhouette was mostly dark. It was just like some colored lines coming in to give you the idea of light. And this one I'm going differently. It's actually like a spotlight.
I like the sound effect.
Thanks.
Well, Kylie Sykes says, I shared your website with a friend of the family just now. So
thank you.
Awesome.
Well, thank you. Hopefully they like what they see and they don't, want to kick you out of the family.
Questionable taste in art.
That's the final straw, Kylie.
Well, and Kim asks, just wondering if you used your sticky black paint for the black or if you actually did the white as a drawing.
I used a sticky black paint for the... Hold it. I used a sticky black paint for the drawing.
Well,
It confused me for a second because I turned that into the white.
what did you what did you do to create that raised line? Because your sticky paint doesn't create that raised.
Oh, you know what? Actually, what I used was puff paint.
Oh, okay. So the slick paint is that what
Yeah, slick paint.
Oh, it's on the corner end.
Oh, thank you. Well, so slick paint. So, and that's something too that I don't use the slick paint very often. It's something that I started with years and years ago, but it's a great type of paint. It leaves a nice hard raised line. And so today I had my studio fan going while I was using it, or the other day whenever I was drawing it, to help it dry a little bit quicker. And I know the way that it dries. So the way that I would use it's a little slower. Like the reason I use the sticky black paint that I use now is because it dries almost immediately. It's ridiculous how fast it dries. I love that stuff, but it doesn't leave a giant raised line. But it feels different. So it works and it dries fast, and that's brilliant. But with the slick paint though, it takes longer to dry. So whenever I was going in here to draw it, I made more of outlines and stuff, and then I would go in. While I was working on an outline of another spot, I would go back to the spot that I was drawing on before and filling it in a little bit more. So it was just sort of going around and around and around, Most of the time I can do that around an entire painting, but because that's so slow drying, I would have to work on this one figure like here, then work on there, and then come back to there, and then, so it's a little tricky, but works great though. I mean...
Well, Kim says, I hope you get it, the question, which she was asking, that didn't sound like it made sense to me. She said that earlier before your answer, so. With your sticky black paints and all that stuff. And Kylie said, LOL, he won't. He's our plumber who is currently giving her parents' bathroom a facelift.
Oh, nice.
And Kim says, I know puff paint. I'm a social worker for the blind, so.
Oh, brilliant,
cool.
Brilliant.
Awesome.
Boy, our bathrooms both need facelifts. But first, though, they need like the face ripped off and replaced with a better face, and then lifted. I think.
Yeah.
But
well, so something else exciting is happening this week.
Oh, hold it. Let me think. Let's see if I can guess. Is this trivia? We started trivia.
No.
What do you think? Well, just questions about my own life ought to be good trivia, because I'm just like, oh my gosh, I know this one. Let me think.
Yeah, I just ask you. Our next trivia will just be about the calendar, and you can guess what we're doing.
Okay, we already mentioned COVID. We're getting our shots, our second shots. What is it?
Something that's coming in on freight.
Gosh, I got so excited. I think I'm gonna swallow my own tongue. Yeah, why don't you explain it? Apparently, I'm not able to.
Well, Joyce Brum joins us and says, "Hi, John. I'm back. Joyce Brum here. Hope all is well." So, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for coming back. That's cool.
Yes, I'm excited. I might be more excited about this than you are, but I'm
you didn't
excited.
Just swallow your own tongue, so you know.
So we were approached by a Florida kind of Rex department, and they're doing a fundraiser for their city, where they are hiring artists that have been sponsored by companies to do giant turtle art in their city. So each artist gets this huge fiberglass turtle and then paints it, and it gets installed into different parts around the city. And it's in Florida. It's like actually near my mom's favorite vacation spot. It's near Ormond by the sea. So so I'm excited about it. So a lot of the artists were asked to do inspiration of other famous painters like Monet and Van Gogh and stuff.
Yeah. Every other turtle is an artist take on a famous painter.
Except you.
Except me.
So yeah, there was an eye company out there that asked for John to do their turtle, and in the John style.
Johnny John.
And so I'm excited because this thing, I think what I find hilarious about this is it's going to arrive, and our neighbors already think we're a little nutty because of our lifestyle situation, because of the giant murals that we do everywhere. The art it's insane sometimes. So now to add to the the neighborhood gossip amongst our neighbors, they're going to see a giant fiberglass turtle come off a freight truck. So I think that's going to be fun.
It's cool though, and it's a great it's a great thing, and it's for charity. Like it helps to raise attention and awareness, and it's, so it's really cool. And it's like I've noticed the same sort of thing in other cities. Like somewhere in Louisiana they had gators. I forget what town we were in.
Well, and here in Dallas they had Pegasus horses. Everywhere.
From the mobile building.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know if it was attached to that, but it was.
Oh no, but it's a famous landmark in Dallas, though.
Yeah.
It's funny because in Dallas, like you can see, it used to be the tallest building in Dallas. I had a red mobile Pegasus or red Pegasus on it. Maybe it was mobile, and now of course it's dwarfed by all these giant buildings all around it. But it's still there, and it's so cool when people still identify with it. That's cool.
So I'm excited about this. We will document it, every step of it.
I have no idea.
Video. I'm stoked.
I have no idea what to paint on it though, so it's got to be my style.
Yeah.
And I don't want it to suck.
Want it to suck.
Not that I think my style sucks or anything like that, but we're always growing and stuff. But I don't know. It's like you're gonna have like a Monet turtle, or you're gonna have a Van Gogh turtle, or you're gonna have like a Munch turtle, and then you're gonna have a Bramblett turtle, and I don't want people to go like, ew. Good grief.
It'll be cool. It'll be great.
Yeah, it's cool, but
it's gonna be great.
It's an exciting challenge, though.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
And it's so cool. Yeah, that's so cool. And then at the end of this month, I'm going to be giving a virtual art talk for Eamon Carter. So I think because it's virtual, we'll have to share it and stuff because I think people can go to it. Like anybody can go to it. But
yeah, I'll look that up. I'll make sure because I want to say in the past you have to register and do all that stuff. So I don't know if they're making you pre-register for the virtual talk. Yeah,
and I love the Eamon Carter Museum and Amanda, there, and she's brilliant.
Well, Barbara Brand says, "Wow, that's a pretty lofty goal, John."
Oh, thank you. Let's hope it's attainable.
Okay, so we should get over to the trivia because I got.
Oh yeah.
Some questions for you. And anybody out there, if you know it, guess it. This should be interesting. Okay.
I was going to say I'm ready when you are, but I don't know if I'm ready or not. But here we go.
You will know this one. You should know this one.
Oh, good. I like the ones I know.
Okay, so what is the name of Quint's shark hunting boat in Jaws?
Ooh.
A, the whale. B, the orca. C, the dolphin. Or D, the shark.
Gosh, one of my favorite lines from that movie is like, it's got black eyes, like doll's eyes. No, it's got dead eyes. Dang, I can't remember it now. It's my favorite line. I can't remember. It's dead eyes, black eyes, like a doll's eyes, or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna have to rewatch that movie now.
It is a good movie.
It is. It's I think it holds up too.
Oh yeah, it's yeah.
Like it came out in the in the 70s. A lot of movies. A lot of movies do hold up though from that. But a lot of them don't though.
It's Spielberg, so of course it's gonna.
That's true.
Well, Linda has joined us and actually says, "I have not seen the movie."
Oh. Well, do yourself a treat.
Yes, you should watch it because it's again, it's held up over all this time. It's like I think it's a testament to like. You don't need all the blood and gore and craziness that movies have now.
Yeah.
Because it is. You're at the edge of your seat. Is this thing gonna take down?
Yeah, and you kind of you care about the characters and stuff, and it's what started the summer Blockbuster because.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
People didn't really expect it to be a big hit, and then people were just coming out in droves for it, and it was really good. So I'm gonna say,
yes.
Should I say now? Or?
Yeah, go ahead.
I believe it's the orca.
Ooh.
And I think it's the orca because I remember watching the movie The Orca whenever I was having my kidney removed when I was a kid.
Ouch.
And I remember thinking like, ooh, this is scary. I don't know, it's nice, and it was based off that boat, so it just helps it stick. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes, I got one.
It is the orca.
Bum, bum, bum.
Which makes sense because, the shark, that's redundant. And the dolphin,
I don't remember when I got my kidney done, but like Orca was on TV, so I don't know when Orca came out, but it was just on TV, regular TV, and that's way back in prehistory. So it took a while for movies to get to TV.
Well, Fred joins us and says the Orca, so he guessed it right.
Hey, Fred.
Joyce said, "Okay, did you just respond to my comment on live? I have tried several times and nothing. Sorry for giving up on you. I am so excited to hear that my comment was shared. Thanks to both of you. I feel like I won the lottery." So hey.
Thank you, and so sorry about that. We've had some trouble with comments coming through on our end, and after the show, I don't know what it is, if it's Facebook or if it's YouTube's or wherever.
I think
but they'll show up later, but they don't show up necessarily on our feed for some reason. And
yeah, I think what the deal is because they got rid of the watch party, and so now you share it over to your personal, or like, because we naturally, the way our system does, it goes to the art page, and then we share it over to the personal. So I have to try to monitor both, and sometimes comments don't come up on both. So it's a little nutty, but yeah, I'm checking both of them now. So we'll see. So here we go.
Sorry about that. We're not meaning to exclude anybody or any comments.
And Joyce,
we're
talk all you
we're
want.
learning as we go. Want another one?
Yes. Okay. So this is a good one. Let's see if you know this. So which Star Wars character is partially named after director George Lucas's son?
Oh gosh, I should know his kids' names because I'm an uber nerd.
You're a nerd.
But I don't.
Okay. A. Max Rebo. B. Rick Oley. C. Dexter Jetster.
Dexter Jetster.
D. Wilrow Hood.
Wilrow Hood. Boy. Okay,
I didn't know this answer.
I've got a guess, but it's only because I don't have a reason. I'm just thinking it sounds the most normal.
Okay. What would be your guess? You want me to read them again?
I don't think it's. Did you say Rick Oley?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. And a Max
Rebo.
Max Rebo.
And Wilrow Hood.
The Max.
I mean, they're all ridiculous.
Wilrow. That's all I can say. Okay.
Kylie guessed C.
What's C?
Dexter Jester.
Oh.
Jetster.
Wow. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to guess Max Rebo, and I'll go ahead and say it because I have no idea.
Okay, well, Linda is guessing the same thing.
The maximum amount of Rebo.
And Fred is guessing Max as well. So.
Okay. I'm just thinking Max. Like, that's a regular... I mean, so is Rick. Rick's, And Dexter is too. It's normal. But now I always think about a serial killer with family problems, issues.
that you feel bad for.
Sorry, every Dexter.
Okay, well the answer is C. Dexter Jetster.
Wow. And is that what Kylie?
Yep.
It said, wow.
Right.
Way to go, Kylie. Man.
Awesome. Okay, I'll dig deeper. Do you know who Dexter Jetster is in the movies?
No.
No.
I laughed at that name because it just sounded so made up. Jetster, you know. Do you know?
Well, yeah, because I look this stuff up all the time. Dexter Jetster is when Obi-Wan goes into the diner to get the dart. What?
It's a big guy?
Yeah, it's the diner, the chef dude that owns the diner. Oh. It's Dex's diner. It's
wow. Well, okay, hold it. Let me think about this for a moment.
Well, Joyce says, no problem. All is good. Glad to be back. Love you both. Thanks.
Wow.
So
what you got there is a Camino saber dart.
Very good.
That guy. Okay.
That's really good.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, I'll be honest. I don't know what part of that name is named after his son. I don't know if his son is Dexter or Jet, which Jet was...
Oh, that's right. It doesn't have to be the entire... I was thinking the entire name. Like, that's why I laughed at it.
Oh, no.
Jetster.
I think it's just a part of the name.
Okay. That makes sense. Dexter, Jetster.
Yeah, okay. Next one.
Golly, you got me.
Golly.
You got me big time.
All right. Let's see if you know this one. How many black keys are found on a traditional piano?
You're killing me, Smalls. Okay, let me see. There's 88 keys. Some are black, some are white.
Okay.
Okay, let me think. Okay, I'm gonna try to think of this. Okay, I'm gonna try to figure this one out. Okay.
You're not Googling over there, are you?
No. I'm counting on my fingers. Where's my abacus? Okay, something in, we got like C.
Well, Linda guessed
Okay.
B, 34. Oh, well, let me tell you the numbers. Are you ready? Sorry.
Oh, well, sure. I'm gonna. Oh, okay.
Am I messing up your counting?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna try to. Okay. I've got a rough number. Okay, please.
Okay, A, 32, B, 34, C, 52, D, 54.
Okay, I'm gonna. So there's two 30s and two 50s.
Yeah.
32, 34, 50.
And if you're good at deduction, there are more white than black.
True.
Okay. Just helping you out.
Well, I'm gonna guess 34 as well because I know like you got C and then a black, D and a black, F, a white, and then black, those, and then it repeats like 8 times, I think for 8 octaves. So that's like 5, and then 5 times 8 is 40, but there's not really quite that. So I don't know.
Well, Kylie guessed B as well, so both said 34. Fred said 34. All right. People feel confident.
I don't know how to play the piano. I wish I did.
Fred said B-ish. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got a keyboard and it doesn't have that many.
Okay, well, are you
It
ready?
doesn't have 34 keys on it.
Are you ready for the answer?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. It is, in fact, A.
Hey, 32?
32.
Wow.
There are 32 keys, 88 total, and up until the 1950s, they were made of elephant tusks, but now they are made of plastic.
Well, I think I should get a bonus point for knowing 88.
Well, we all know that.
Oh, man. Well, okay, I'm got one right, 2 wrong. 1, 2.
Yep.
Marching on.
Okay.
I can come back still, though. I'm not so far behind.
I'll be surprised if you get this one.
I can come back. Nah. I love your upbeat take on it all. I don't see that happening.
No. Okay. What is the oldest active ballpark in the MLB?
Okay.
You want me to read them?
Please, gosh, I don't.
You've got A, Wrigley Field, B,
Wrigley.
Fenway Park, C, Dodger Stadium, or D, Angel Stadium.
Oh, my word. Oh, my gosh.
Fred said he was kind of right about the last one. Yes, you were. Ish. You were ish. So what is the oldest active ballpark in Major League Baseball?
I like gum, so that's going to make me want to go with Wrigley.
Well, Linda says A, Wrigley.
Oh, okay.
Fred said Fenway.
Fenway, that does sound like it might have been around.
No.
Hmm.
Barbara says Wrigley. Kylie says Wrigley. Got a lot of Wrigleys.
Gosh, I'm not sure Fenway, though. Fenway does sound... I mean, both Wrigley and Fenway, they golly. I'm going to go with Wrigley, but I have a sneaking suspicion it might be Fenway. Nah.
All right, well, the answer is B, Fenway Park.
Man, well, who got it right?
Fred.
Way to go, Fred, man.
So, yes, Boston's Fenway Park has been around since April 20th, 1912. Extra points, or any points, if you can guess what baseball player was the first to hit a home run out of it.
Shoeless Joe, let's see.
I can tell you it was a former Red Sox player.
Can you?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me all the Red Sox players starting
No.
with that one?
No.
just put that one first. Okay, there's Babe Ruth, but I think that he was later. Did he wear shoes? Can you tell me that?
Yeah, we wore shoes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that takes my guess away. I don't know. Does anybody know?
No, nobody's guessed yet.
Gosh, is this somebody famous? Like
Yeah.
Like Hank Aaron or?
I mean, pretty famous, ridiculously baseball famous.
Babe Ruth? Let me think. Wouldn't have been Boggs.
It is, in fact, Babe Ruth.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it is in fact Boggs. How old is that guy?
How old is he?
Wow. I'm going to give it to the guy.
In 1934.
It was in 30s. Oh, okay. That's why I was thinking, because I thought Babe Ruth was in the 30s. But I thought this was like, back in the teens. And I thought, well, oh, okay. Yeah,
No, this is when they weren't all hopped up on steroids, and it took a bit to get a home run hit out of the park.
Yeah. I wasn't thinking about being cool. That's where I was doubting the Babe Ruth thing, because I was thinking, that probably happened before. Okay, well, cool.
Well, Fred guessed Babe Ruth.
Well, nice. Well, Fred's got
Very
it.
good. Very good.
That's awesome.
Okay, next question.
Okay, so okay, hold it. I'm down 3. I'm up 1. Is that right? So I can't win. I can't get back to it. But so this is just for
there are
pride?
6 questions.
Oh, is there? Oh. Okay.
You might be able to pull through.
So hold it. I've got 2 wrong, 1 right. Is that right?
I don't know.
Or is it? Okay, I don't know. Okay. I've only got 1 right. I know
Okay.
that so far.
Okay. Next question. Which nut is used to make dynamite?
Wow, you mean we're eating an ingredient for dynamite? Like,
Yeah.
if you bite down wrong, you might explode?
Okay, so A, almonds, B, pine nuts, C, peanuts, D, walnuts.
Oh, my goodness. Let me see. Dynamite. Alfred Nobel invented dynamite, which is what led to the Nobel Prize, because so many people were getting blown up. And he thought, oh, gosh, I'm going to be remembered for this and not something good.
That's funny.
And because he did it for construction and stuff, and then, of course, people said, we can blow holes in dirt, but we can also blow holes in people. He was like,
Well, Fred is guessing walnuts.
Walnuts, okay. I'm wondering about peanuts.
Kylie guesses walnuts as well.
Really, walnuts? You guys are going with walnuts?
You guys are going with walnuts? What?
What? I'm going with peanuts, I think, because George Washington Carver did so many different things with peanuts. If anybody could figure out how to make a nut explode, it'd be George Washington Carver. He was an idol of mine when I was a kid. So I'm going to go with peanuts.
Well, Cassie Garbus joined us and says B, pine nuts.
Pine nuts?
Yeah.
That's hippie talk.
That's hippie talk.
Pine nuts are delicious.
You have an allergic reaction to some pine nuts. That would be weird.
Oh, I do like them though. They're they always make me feel fancy when I eat them. Like,
weird.
Yep.
Okay, are you ready for the answer?
I don't know. Is it what I want it to be?
What did you guess again?
Peanuts.
It is in fact peanuts.
Yes, go Georgie boy.
Peanut oil can be processed to produce glycerol, which can be used to make nitroglycerin.
Wow.
An explosive liquid.
I wonder if George Washington Carver is the guy that figured that out. Wouldn't that be something?
Maybe he was on the team.
Well, they made it. I mean, there's a reason why he was only working on peanuts. They weren't good team players back then.
They were not. Well, Fred says second guess is almonds, so even your second guess, Fred, is not. It's not correct.
Well, that's okay, Fred. You'll be back next round.
Yes. Okay. Last question.
Oh, last question. Okay, so I have 2. So if I get this one right,
then you're average.
Even Stevens.
You're.
I'm counting even Stevens as a win.
Okay.
A moral victory at least, if nothing else.
Okay. What condiment was sold in the 1830s as medicine?
Wow.
A, soy sauce. B, ranch dressing. C, ketchup. D, maple syrup.
Wow. 1830s?
Yes.
That's so long ago.
So long ago, yes.
Soy sauce. I don't think soy sauce would have been the thing back then.
Okay.
Maybe, I bet. I mean, because I almost wonder because a lot of things that like in that period of time, there was a dim view of other cultures coming in and stuff. It was just it was crazy times, and
Well, Cassie guessed D, maple syrup. Linda guessed A, soy sauce, and Kylie guessed C, ketchup.
I'm almost wondering about ranch dressing.
Okay.
Well, I'm worried about that in ketchup.
Only to Texans. Sold only.
That's medicine. You dip that in some ranch. That's all you need.
Put some ranch on it.
Put some ranch on it. Hurt your elbow. Dip it in some ranch.
Fred guessed syrup.
Might work.
With a bunch of question marks, so he's not very confident.
Syrup. You know, they did suspend a lot of stuff in syrup, though.
Syrup killed a lot of people, too.
Oh, yeah, that one accident?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
It's terrible.
But I mean, they did, suspend, for cough syrup and all that. Syrup's starting to win me over. What should be soy sauce?
What should be soy
Okay, I'm going to go with maple syrup for the Even Stevens.
Fred said ranch is used to make you sick. Blah. He's not a fan. Well, the answer is, in fact, ketchup.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
What did they use it for? Do you know?
They used it for, in 1834, Dr. John Cook Bennett added tomatoes to ketchup and claimed that it could cure diarrhea, indigestion, rheumatism, and jaundice.
Wow.
So basically Pepto.
Man. Well, that was fun, sweetheart. Thank you for putting that together.
Maybe the only thing it really cured was jaundice because of the vitamin C, maybe?
Oh, maybe.
I don't know.
Well,
If it cured, I don't think it really.
huh.
I don't know. Anyway,
Well,
yeah.
So
there you
ketchup's
go.
been around a while, though.
You need to work on your general trivia, babe.
Yeah, I know. Whenever we play trivia, if we go out somewhere, which is rare, but if we ever get to, our team name is the Derelict Daleks. And Dalek is that robot machine from Doctor Who. And
Oh, Kim said it says, okay, how did syrup kill people? Do you remember this?
I don't remember when it happened, but
It was, oh gosh. I don't know, it was black and white photos I can picture. And we've talked about it on the show, I think. It was a maple factory in, is it Pennsylvania?
yeah, and they put together the I saw a documentary on the History Channel or something because I'm old, and and that's but it was interesting. They built this containment vessel for it out of wood and all, but it was just somebody just built it like they didn't get a contractor or an engineer to design it, and it held an amazing amount of syrup, and ended up breaking, and it just made a tidal wave of syrup going down the street in this town.
Yeah, it was called the Great Molasses Flood.
And it was huge. I mean, it was just huge. But people got in it, and they drowned. They just drowned in syrup.
Yeah, 21 people killed by a tidal wave of syrup in Boston. It was 100 years ago.
Man.
In 2019, so it was 1819. Wait,
Wow.
1919. Yeah, there you go. You can look it up. It's pretty weird. They have black and white photos of almost kind of like drone shots, from the buildings or whatever, and it is just everything smashed like a syrup tidal wave.
Drone shots.
it's pretty.
Satellite
dramatic.
images from 1919. Yeah. Some poor kid just tied to a big balloon floating over the city. Take the picture, Tommy. Take the picture. Doodle. Until you doodle 5 pictures, we're not bringing you back down.
Well, Fred says, that's what my lady said about something I said earlier. And then Joyce says, my daughter is an artist as well. Check her out, and gave the link. So anybody on the stream, check it out.
Yeah, that's cool.
And Kim says, no way, wow. And then Fred said, what a way to go. I mean, if you really like molasses. Yeah. Oh yeah, and I read something where the town, they couldn't get rid of the smell of molasses for 75 years or something crazy.
Oh yeah, you go into that section of town in Boston, and it was what's that sweet sort of smell?
Fred said they had to clean it up with giant pancakes.
Man, that's one of the things. This is a morbid thought about that, but it's a tragic thing. But if you die in a way like that colors the way that you died for the rest of your, for the rest of your life, for the rest of your.
Yeah, you're the way you died is going to be the story at Thanksgiving, not you as a person.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's, well, everybody's sad and all that, but it's like, it's just, it's like you tie a bunch of balloons to a chair and it lifts you up, and then that's a story, and then it's almost like too, like if you're on a plane, it crashes, and that's horrible and it's really sad. But then if you're on a plane that crashes, and let's say Oprah is also on that plane, nobody's ever going to hear about you being on that plane. True. It's all about Oprah. Oprah's plane did crash. Oprah's plane crashed. And I just feel, I don't know. It's morbid, but I feel kind of sad for that. I think, well, other people were on that plane. But, it's kind of like whenever a rock star, like so many of them, Buddy Holly, and, just to name one, as, John Denver, name another. And there's other people that are in the plane too, like managers and all this different stuff, and you don't really hear about them as much.
Well, my mom said 2 funny giant pancakes, haha.
Yeah, that is good.
It's a pretty good one. And Kim says the streets would be all sticky.
They would be. It'd be so
They would.
sticky.
I wonder how many hard rainfalls that would take to really get out of everything, because
I know,
that's crazy.
I can just see all the firemen rushing to it. And then you just see all these pairs of one, like a left boot, a right boot, a left sock, a right sock. It just evolving.
That's terrible. Wow.
And then all the barefoot firemen running around.
This is dark. Okay.
That's awful. Yeah. Well, on that note, guys, I'm going to work more on this painting, and I'll definitely post it. I'm hoping to have it done tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. And, we have some other stuff that's going to be kind of fun coming up and different things, but I was so looking forward to tonight, just hanging and chatting, and I really had a good time. But thanks, sweetheart, for putting together that trivia.
Sure, we'll do more trivia next week. We'll have images, maybe video of the giant turtle. That John will be working on, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, tune in next week, Tuesday, 8 Central. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And we'll see you guys next week.
Well, thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Bye. Like Bill and Ted, be excellent to each other.
Dork.
I don't know, we were talking about Bill and Ted or something before this. I don't know, maybe they might. Anyway, bye, guys.
Yeah.